Man, just stop trying so hard. That's it. Stop trying so hard. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I think that a lot of the reason people have difficulty, being happy and let's say even creating content or just doing something that they're passionate about to an extent, they just try so hard because in some way, shape, or form, the thought of control in doing what you do to you is going to yield a lot more results than if you were to just enjoy the process of doing whatever it is that you're doing. I think too often we put so much pressure on an outcome that doesn't even exist yet. And when you start putting emotional backing behind things that haven't even occurred yet, you slowly bring them into reality. So now, whereas you were having fun doing what you were doing, now you're trying to think of, well, what if I did this? Would it get me this? So now it's not about the process, it's about the outcome and the results. And that is a recipe for disaster. Because let's say you do get some results that you are looking for, it's never going to meet your own expectation. J. Cole said it perfectly in an interview. If your goal is money, you're never going to be able to get enough money. Legitimately, you have to find a goal and a purpose bigger than you, bigger than certain desires, and maybe not even bigger than you in a sense, but more or less a little bit more impactful. You got to understand that as much as we would like everything to be about us, it's not. This world, this universe, we're just a pebble. We're just a grain of sand, man. All we are is dust in the wind. And it's so true. We're a blimp in existence, man. We are not going to be here forever. Me, for instance, after I upload this video, I could pass away. Somebody 20 years from now, 50 years from now, if YouTube's still a thing, could be watching this video and getting sparked because the human psyche and the way that history works is it's a repetitive process. You can look at any history book in any school, and all you will see is centuries and centuries of the same mistakes repeated over and over, just on different timelines. So if that's the case, why not try and create a new way? Why not do something a little bit different? I had a conversation with one of my friends earlier today who openly admitted that they were struggling with trying to figure out what to create. Man, I've been in a stale place. I don't know what to create. I don't know what videos to make. I said, man, it's not that you don't know what videos to create. It's not that you need to search for content. You are just trying to search for what you think is going to get you viral. And that's the problem. Stop thinking about what's going to make you viral. Stop thinking about what's going to make you pop. You know what's going to be dope? When you blow up, being who you are. And you may inspire somebody. The reason that you feel the way that you feel, you're not one in a trillion, man. You are legitimately feeding off the energy in the universe around you. Chances are that if you wake up and you're continuously confused, that there's a lot of people in the universe right now continuously being confused just like you. So why not make a video about that? Why not make a video about not knowing what to do, not knowing what to create, not knowing is almost knowing. If that doesn't make sense, go listen to some Alan Watts. Go, stroke your mind a little bit. Go branch out and become a little bit different than you've always been. Because where you are is just been a place where you worked yourself into subconsciously. So if you're trying to work your way out of it, sometimes the best way out is a way in, baby. If you want to escape where you are, you just got to face it and you got to embrace it. And then you just got to act accordingly. Have fun. Be quirky. I always say flaws are beauty spelled different. So if you can start looking at yourself from an unbiased perspective and just put things out that you love and enjoy with no expectation, maybe that's the one thing right there that'll make you pop. Maybe that'll give you what you're looking for and what you're trying to control. Because, man, I'll tell you, the only way to really gain more out of life, to gain more traction in life, is to not be someone that you're not. It's to be who you are authentically in a loving way and put that out into the universe every day. Nothing happens by chance or coincidence. Maybe you've been getting in your own way and the universe is just dying to get you out of it, to bless you in amazing, magical ways. But it's not just going to hand it over to you. You got to earn it one way or another. So that's the way the universe works. It's almost like one giant game. And I heard a great quote. I don't remember who said it. And if I find it, I'll put it in the bio. It is, God will give you the oars, but he won't row the boat. Whew. And that right there, I was like, wait a minute. Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a round? Yes. Yes. That is one of the best quotes that I have heard because it's so true, man. Listen, you got everything you already want. You got to believe it in order to see it. You can't see it in order to believe it. Walk by faith, not by sight, and continue to show up for yourself every day and just do what you love what you do, and be who you are. Worst comes to worst, you're right back where you are right now, you know? So why not give yourself a chance? Why not break out of where you are and create the opportunity around you by creating the change within you? And the best part about this whole thing isn't the outcomes that you're going to receive, but it's how you're going to feel. You're going to start falling more in love with life. You'll notice that once you start just doing these things off being stuck, you start to open up the door of creativity. All of a sudden, it's like flowing in like a massive waterfall or a river leading out to the ocean. It's just a river of abundance of all this creativity, of all these ideas, and you're going to have to carry a notebook around and write them all down so you don't forget. You know, I've been there. It's an incredible feeling, and it is challenging when you get out of that feeling and life starts to get in the way a little bit, or makes you think that it's getting in the way when realistically you're just getting in your own way. But it's necessary for you to step out and to really just do this for you. Not for anybody else, but do this for you. Stop doing so much for others and start doing more for you. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, man. If you want to be more selfless, you've got to be selfish. You got to pour back into your cup, as they say. So go start pouring back into your cup. Fall in love with the process. Have no expectations on outcomes, and just be who you are and work on becoming a better version of you every day. And before you know it, you're going to be that person. So where you are is not where you're always going to stay. It's just where you are. So don't get so caught up in that feeling that you forget that there's so much more life to be lived and experienced outside of this moment. All right. So go out there, capture the moment, create it, seize it, and believe it, because you got this. Let's go.